Good afternoon, and if Lillian cries, that's because she just took a little spill, but she'll be okay. Today we went out, we did all our rounds. I was going to take you with us. I took the camera, but the card was out of the camera, so we were halfway to where we were going, and then I said, oh, we forgot our card. So we didn't get any video. We felt really bad about that, but we didn't want to turn around at that point, so we just kept going. And I'll tell you what we did. If you remember from yesterday, we have a big pile of stuff. I don't remember, maybe I didn't show you, but we have a big pile of stuff by the front door to get rid of, and it's going to about 8 different places. First of all, we went to the recycler and got rid of a pile of recycles. Then we stopped at the animal shelter, which is right next to the recycler, and we got rid of a bag of rags for the animals to use. And I was kind of surprised. They actually had several bags of stuff that people donated sitting there. So I just put it on the donate pile. Then we went to Aldi, and we needed to get a few things. Not much. We got a whole bunch of produce. This time of the year, we don't have much from our garden. So we just, we have to shop. They had these bags of lettuce for only 49 cents each. It was a really good deal.
And there's the Italian salad.
Yeah, they had Italian and Caesar salad.
And then I had a pack of stuff.
We did. So we're making a big salad for lunch.
Yeah, we have this big bowl. We actually got it for a wedding present a long, long time ago. And we're filling that up with salad today.
Would you like to help sprinkle the cheese on? Alright, let me see if I can get this open first.
So we ended up buying, I think, what, about 10 or 12 salads?
Something like that. It was a lot.
But Janelle's getting eager to start the garden again, and she asked me if I could get the greenhouse out of the garage so that we could start putting some plants in there. So I may get around to that today, if not today, probably Monday. Then after that, we stopped at an antique shop. I used to have an antique booth at this antique shop a long time ago, what, maybe 12, no more than 12, probably about 13 years ago, I think I moved out. And I gave them some stuff. We had some antique stuff we found in the basement. We didn't need it, but it was too good to throw away, so I just gave it to them. I said, here, take it, and if you can use it, great. What do you have?
Lipstick.
You like your lipstick?
Yeah.
Whose is it?
Mommy says me. Who's that?
Yeah, Mommy put it on your lips?
Yeah. It's so cute, Dad. Yeah.
I'm glad you like your lipstick.
Yeah. Mommy says me.
We got some food for lunch because we were getting home around noon and we didn't want to cook anything. We ended up spending $35 at Aldi, and I'll show you what we got. So we just grabbed some bread and some bologna. We also had ham that was on sale.
That was $3 off on that.
So we got a pretty good deal on that.
The pineapples were $1.49 each. We also bought some mangoes. Those were 59 cents each, which was a good price. And then we bought some broccoli, another loaf of bread, and then we had a whole ton of the salad kits, which you guys aren't told you about. We got some bananas and then some apples, and that's all we got today.
That food that we got, it's not very much, but we pretty much just buy greens, and then the rest we buy in bulk. So that should get us through for another week at least. The plan for today is work down the basement. I hope to get that. It's probably a little too optimistic to say I'm going to get it finished today, but I want to get a good chunk of that done, and hopefully I can finish it up next week. Also, I'm still doing my list. I have not forgotten about that yet, and today is the studio on the 3rd floor, so I have to do that too. So 2 major things to do today. We're just finishing up the sandwiches, and we're going to have lunch now. Headed down the basement, going to my newly cleaned pantry. Let's see, pickles. Where did the pickles go? That's the problem when you organize things. You have a hard time finding them for a little while until you get used to it. And there are the pickles. They're hiding behind the dilly beans. The nice thing about the garden is in the winter you get to enjoy some yummy pickles.
Pickles.
They're yummy.
Yeah. Pickles are so good. I just like them. It makes me go to bed.
Mary, how do pickles make you go to bed?
Because they're so yummy.
They make you go to sleep?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, there it is.
Yeah,
I thought you
there.
took it all apart.
No, I took one of them apart, but this one is not apart.
Okay, that makes it easy.
Right, so we'll get the greenhouse and bring it inside.
Try not to rip the plastic.
Right.
Because it's going to be fragile this time of year.
Right, and we have to clean it up. It's really dirty.
There it goes. It's really too early to start much of anything, but we're going to give it a shot to start the lettuce. What's that? Green. The greens. So we're looking at lettuce, spinach, Probably just leaf lettuce, because I don't think head lettuce you can start quite yet. Maybe in another month we can probably start some of those cold weather crops. Now if you go back to some of our other videos, you saw that we did plant spinach late in the season in the garden, and we did try to protect that from the frost. So in past years, that actually is one of the first things that we get out of the garden in the springtime. Depending on how early of a spring we have, we could have it as soon as 4 to 6 weeks, as soon as the snow has gotten out of the ground. So we'll have to play that by ear, see if we get any spinach out of it early, because that's really good when you can plant ahead. Of course, you're planting a lot ahead because you're planting it in the fall for the springtime, but that does work. But in the meantime, we're going to try just growing them in the house. This is the first year that we've actually had the greenhouse in the springtime. So we'll give it a shot. I don't think we're going to go with grow lights yet. We may decide that, hey, that's something we want to expand into. But for now, we're just going to try planting some seeds, see if it grows, and see if we can get any early produce. Art and I have the itch to get our sidewalk back. It's supposed to be mid-40s today. I don't know that it actually got that far, but it did loosen up a lot. You can see we got some of the sidewalk back here, but most of this is just that snow and sleet and ice combination that we got earlier this week. And we're going to need a couple more warm days to be able to melt that down. As we've been cleaning and organizing over the winter months, Art has been collecting all of our plastic containers that we use for various things into one place so we can try to match the lids. Most of those containers we use either for when we go camping, we put them on the trailer and then bungee them down, or we use them for recycles when we go up to the recycle center. I don't think there's a whole lot in there that we don't use. But we'll have to go through that on a warm day. Today's not exactly a warm day, but we've been just taking things as we find them and putting them here in this pile so we can sort those out at some point and see if there's anything to get rid of. We certainly could have some more cold and snowy weather in February, but usually February, because it's a short month, it's starting to get a little bit warmer around here. In fact, even today I can feel like the sun is starting to get that hotter type of sun, which is exciting to me because that means summer's coming and the snow's gonna melt away. And we have some cardboard that is extremely heavy. Don't hurt yourself.
Yeah, it was too,
it was not in good condition.
Too dirty to recycle, so
that's except compost doesn't work this time of the year. So it's sort of a frozen pile.
It sat out and got snowed on.
Yeah, and then sleeted and rained and well.
Anyway, here goes the compost pile now.
Don't hurt yourself. Compost pile just looks like a snowy mess. We'll have to deal with that in the spring when the snow's all gone and it's thawed out a little bit.
I got everything inside that Janelle's going to need to start her garden.
We are in the process of
doing the
planting some seeds. So Mary's planting spinach.
Yeah.
Oh, Mary, honey. No, in a row, up here. I can't point and hold a camera and a baby at the same time. But that's not quite, no. Oh dear. Well, we're gonna have spinach in places spinach is not supposed to be. Anyways, we're getting a start on planting our spinach and our lettuce while Daddy's outside. Yesterday, one of our viewers sent us the perler beads, or the melting beads, or whatever you'd like to call them, and the kids have been busy creating. So, Lydia, tell me about what you have here.
I have a bumblebee in the stocking.
A bumblebee in the stocking.
So Mom and Dad just put the things in the stocking, and then they put a bee.
Alright, I've officially made a mess in my thing. Kids and I are watching Cook's Country. We love that show while I'm working, and now I'm going to come over here and clean this. Miss Lillian's having a little snack of a donut. You like that? Our neighbor brought some over for us to... And she didn't have one for lunch, so she's having one now. And some yummy milk.
Janelle worked really hard and she she didn't. Okay, well she worked a little bit. And she planted some spinach and lettuce.
Mary helped. And hopefully we watered it enough. When you use packing, it's not packing peanuts. What's the name of it?
Potting soil?
Well, yeah, the seed starting mix. That stuff is really, really dry, and if your seeds never get started or sprout is probably because they didn't have enough water. So I really drenched these, but I'll probably have to drench them again for the next couple days to make sure they're really, really moist all the way down. And then I'm hoping that in the greenhouse it's just going to generate a lot of moisture, and then I won't have to water this much, and it'll be sort of like this little what do they call it?
Ecosystem?
Yeah, this own little ecosystem in there, and it'll stay nice and warm in the window with the sun beating on it, and the plants will grow nice and big and flourish, and then we can eat them.
Are you going to make any more tonight, or just that one?
No, because what's going to happen is these guys are going to sprout, and then we're going to want to take these and transplant them into larger pots.
Okay.
So this is extra room, and if I have time, these should actually get spaced out timing-wise. So like in another week, I should plant some more, and then in another week, of course, that's when you get inundated with lettuce, but you should stagger them out. And in a perfect world, I would have staggered this tray, but I had some help, so it all got planted today.
I'm just editing the video, and I found that we have too much footage for one video, so we're going to do 2 videos. So tomorrow we'll start with Janelle and I going down the basement and figuring out what we're going to do down there. Good night. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we will see you tomorrow.